Gender identity refers to an individual's deeply held sense of their own gender, which may or may not align with the sex they were assigned at birth. This internal understanding of being male, female, a blend of both, or neither is a core aspect of a person's identity. Gender identity is distinct from biological sex, which is based on physical characteristics, and from sexual orientation, which relates to who a person is attracted to. It is primarily about how individuals perceive themselves and wish to be recognized in society. Gender identity develops through a combination of biological, psychological, and social factors. While some researchers believe that genetics and prenatal development play a role in shaping gender identity, others emphasize the importance of societal influences, such as cultural norms and upbringing. This identity often becomes clear in early childhood, as children begin to express preferences and behaviours that align with their understanding of gender. For many people, their gender identity remains consistent throughout their lives, but for others, it can evolve as they grow older and explore themselves more deeply. It is important to understand that gender identity exists on a spectrum. While traditional ideas often limit gender to two categories, male and female, many cultures and societies recognize non-binary, genderqueer, and other identities. These identities reflect the diversity of human experiences and challenge the idea that gender is strictly binary. Respecting and affirming a person's gender identity is essential for their mental health and well-being, as it validates their sense of self and supports their dignity. Now let's look at some examples of gender identity in practice. One example is a person assigned female at birth who identifies as male and transitions to live as a man. This may involve adopting a male name, wearing clothing traditionally associated with men, and using he/him pronouns. Another example is a person who identifies as non-binary, meaning they do not see themselves strictly as male or female. They might use they, them pronouns and express their identity through a mix of styles and behaviours that feel authentic to them. A third example is someone who identifies as cisgender, which means their gender identity matches the sex they were assigned at birth. For instance, a person assigned male at birth who identifies and lives as a man is considered cisgender. This highlights that gender identity encompasses everyone, not just those who identify outside of traditional norms. Gender identity is a vital part of who we are, shaping how we see ourselves and interact with the world. By understanding its definition, how it develops, and the diverse ways it is expressed, we can foster empathy and support for everyone's journey. Recognizing the variety of gender identities enriches our understanding of humanity and encourages respect for the individuality of each person.